inbred, cloned, whatnot. And I've seen both, half human, half Dracolian, that are here on our planet. You might be working with one. You may be married to one. Not know it. But, so they have their workers on the surface doing their agenda, which is, they think, is their agenda, the agenda of the Dracolian race and 3 or 4 others to make themselves God over this planet. Well, little they, again, they do not believe in God. Oh yeah, they do. They're all born knowing that. But within short months, that goes out the window. And, upbringing, pure upbringing and stuff. And, anyway, Lucifer, it loves, you hear a lot about Satan, meaning, I assume, Lucifer, but Satan is the vice president. And Lucifer loves to keep his name out of it. He keeps it low key. And, so Lucifer himself has made this all planned out for the upcoming battle and the great so-called overthrow of God to make Lucifer God over everything. Everything. And, anyway, so they believe if there is such a being known as Lucifer, if there is such a being known as Creator God, if there is, then they are it. And they can do anything they want. They firmly believe this. And, our Armageddon, we are a mousetrap in space. Our planet. You and I are the cheese. And all the planets, just unbelievable. Ships are coming to take us up. Oh, the great rapture, the rapture. Rapture my buns. To take us up. There's trickery involved. And there's 2 raptures. The false rapture that will take up almost all so-called Christians into slavery, food, sex, you name it. And treated like dumb cattle. And then again, 2 raptures. The second one, and it's in the Bible, the 2 raptures. You find it if you study it right. Anyway, the second one is the true rapture. When it's the true Christ that comes down and reclaims the territory, including all planetary systems throughout all creation. What happens here will happen to all at the same time. And all, because of us, remembering there is a real God, one only, and it ain't Lucifer, we are responsible for saving creation if we can hang in there. It's quite that has set out quite a course for us. And you and I are in it, and our children are in it. We may not see the end of it yet, but our children will. And setting the course is, 2012. Watch out. I was curious, and this is past the show. This is being put on as an add-on. All right. This is a PS to the request on information. Did I know anything about giants? And I replied, which ones? And I mean that. I have seen giants at 20 foot, maybe even 22 foot tall. And the ones in Mexico, there's so many different people from various worlds that visit or whatnot. And some of them are just phenomenal in size. And but I was curious that they had sloped heads, similar heads as the Mews had on Eastern Island, and I suspect it might be that. And there is a few in Arizona desert at a particular cave way back in that are here and have been here for, I have no idea, a long time. And they are giants. Most giants run 10 foot, and they get quite high. And so I don't know what giants he's referring to, because I was not told as to their shape other than giants. But we've got to remember, as the Earth prepares for its upcoming flip, its upcoming change of axis, that it disturbs everything below us, creating all kinds of rips and rifts in many directions, and odd things are occurring and will continue to occur. And as we get closer and closer to this, it will occur more and more. This is not unusual at all in an Earth flip. It occurs every single time, depending on who's around at the time in these different dimensions, parallel times, so on and so forth. But I suspect what is being spoken of are the Mews, M-U-S, or M-U-U-S. So, forgive me, my brother, for not answering that question. I got off on Sasquatch, which is basically our own world giants, if you want. So, I thank you. I hope that helps.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kirk. Red Elk, I'm just a little curious. Obviously, you talk about Armageddon and Lucifer's plan, agenda for Armageddon, but then we also have aliens and their agenda. How does this all fit in regards to Armageddon? So, is Lucifer controlling the aliens? I just wanted to see what your point of view was.
Yes, that was my point. I told that none, except here, on this planet, and a very, very, very tiny amount on Mars, 150 or so, and maybe around that many or a little more in the moon, and some that are on our own planet, one underground and one in the jungle of South America. And they're Martians. They look like our North American, Southwest, Navajo, Arapaho, that type of, they look like it. Skin color, eyes, hair. The only difference is their fingers. Folks, you on this panel, and you that will be listening, set your fingers out in front of you. Spread them wide and look at them. You see how from knuckle to knuckle of any finger, it's kind of fat from one knuckle to the next knuckle to the tip. They, on the other hand, are like little barbells. They're thin between. That's the only way you can tell the difference. I do not, and never have, and I never expect to, call a Martian an alien. I call them, almost like Siamese twins to it. That close. Not even distant cousins. I believe and they believe in God. And, really. But they're all going to have to come here during this Armageddon thing. like it or die where they're at. And at least the ones that are not here at Earth. But those are the only ones. I've been past places you wouldn't believe. Just a crystal city. Oh, wow. Cities. Oh, beautiful things. Beautiful things. Acid-covered planets. Just unbelievable things. Little tiny balls of light. The giant balls of light, 5 foot or so. They're people, soul-bearing brothers and sisters. They've got the strangest look, all designed for the area of their suns, their moons, and their particular place of existence. I tell you, some of them just scare the crap out of you looking at them. And this is not just in our galaxy. This is in creation. And I just tiny touch of what's out there. I'm sure of that. And I've been to other dimensions. Totally different from us. And it's the same thing. Other planets, other people, etc., etc. All geared to their environment, of their planets. And I'm not the only one. I'm not talking air here. I'm talking fact. Anyway, yeah. Lucifer, remaining quiet, incognito, is controlling the Dracolian race and with the exception of Mars and us, every race in all creation. That's how big his army of angels were, and then spread out to disrupt the moral and godly beliefs of all these peoples. And yeah, it is every single bit of it is Luciferic controlled. Only you and I, folks, getting right with the Creator, can beat him. And if enough of us do, you know what? I'm going to be blunt. I'll crawl into his damned hole. I'll expose my butt and tell him to kiss off. And he's an angel. We have dominion over all angels. That is written in the Word of God. All. Not just the good ones. All. Including Lucifer. And,
thank you.
You got to use your authority.
Thank you, Red Elk. And all I can say is, when you go down that tunnel, you first. Okay, the next question is from Lua from Colorado.
Thank you. Red Elk, you've talked many times about living in the right way, following the right path. The way I understand those words, it means to be a person who is loving, giving, caring for others, being of service in this world. I'm having trouble right now understanding how to be a person on the right path when confronted with those impacting my life in a hateful and deceitful way. Somehow it feels like to just be loving anyway is a weakness when deceitful people overrun my life, take what's mine, lie about me, cause terrible upheavals in my life. How can I walk on the right path of love and service and still protect myself from such evil?
Look, I'm not so holy that my wife doesn't want to kick me in the fanny. I'm holy hell here at times. But I get it right with Dad, and I apologize to the wife for getting her upset. Every day and night, I apologize. And I mean it. Then I apologize to Dad, and I mean it. And then start all over again. And believe me, I'm just one lousy little wrinkled, two-toothed old man out in a world of disbelievers publicly, and you got everybody and their mother with their own opinion. You think you got problems with a little family group or working group? You think you got problems? My family is the family of all people